My name is Rahim Ellam. I'm an internet marketer. Now, I started internet marketing just over 2.5 years ago. So I'm approaching my third year. Reason why I actually started internet marketing is I was involved in an IT job where I'm not sure some of you are connecting with this or relating, but if you're in IT, you are pretty much a slave to your services or your skill set. I had absolutely no time, but I was always going to be promised a job there. And that was me pretty much. There was a big, huge turning point for me. And the turning point was when my mother suffered from dementia. This was just over, 3 years ago now. I got hit with divorce. My mum was literally 2 weeks away from losing her life because she was also malnutrition. My brother had depression and my dad had a heart attack. I needed something to provide me with time and money. That's when I decided I needed to find a solution and I had to turn to internet marketing. So when basically I was pretty much in a nightmare situation, I managed to link up with an internet marketer who had 20 years internet marketing experience. The good thing is he was making 6 figures at the time, close to 7 figures. And I wanted to link with a professional who had already basically done it in the market. Yes, I was a bit skeptical because it was a completely different industry and the numbers I was seeing were very like, oh my gosh, especially from making, sometimes less than 4 figures in my salary because I was doing it on a part-time basis because remember I had to be there for my mother. Linking with a coach was so important. Someone who was tried and tested and pretty much could direct me. He's been so phenomenal. I can't speak highly enough for this chap who taught me some key attributes. It was crazy. All I needed to be was, he talks about it and I've now positioned myself, it's called the 3 C's. 3 C's is coachable, consistent and committed. So happy. Don't get me wrong, I was not that from day dot. However, steadily moving forward with that nightmare scenario, I managed to pull it across where I just grew and grew. I did not know that my journey was going to allow me to develop my skill set where I could share my teachings to people who would, just like me now, I'm in Bali shooting this and basically develop it to a place where you would have a financially free income. Never to that point did I think that was going to happen. Amazing stuff. I mean, these people have literally changed their lives around just like myself, and that's with me looking after my mother who needs a lot of care there. Yeah, that's me. Just to add that the person that taught me was doing, now he does 250,000 a month. His results are not typical. He wasn't making that again back then. However, I looked at it, the figures he was doing back then, I said, if I can get a snippet of that, I'd be happy with it. I'm not making what he's making. However, I'm making a very comfortable income with a very low amount of time. So my time is given back to me. And if I could express or reach out to you, the biggest asset after your mind is time as a commodity. Why you should work with me is simply, I actually coach a private coaching group there with 722 people. I'm going to be very honest with you, I'm relentless, very passionate on making sure that you guys have the income that I've managed to generate. And I don't even mind if you make even more, simply because that's the real way I feel life should be. As long as someone does the work, just go for it and follow the proven pattern in the system to make it happen. That's what I did. Being coachable, being consistent, being committed. Again, reason to work with me is simple. I've got proven students that have changed their life around, from ex-gamblers to city workers to personal trainers, to even my ex-boss who actually joined me because he was like, wow, you're making that amount of money and you're not even using that amount of time which you were doing in you know, the old job I was with him. That's why you should work with me. So if you're interested in working with me, reach out, click the link below, and just make it happen for yourselves. I would love for you to change your life simply by using some proven methods that I took on myself. So go ahead, click the link below.